In case you want to use Starlink in the middle of nowhere and you want to keep it kind of simple and have the car closed, you can build yourself an adapter with the trailer hinge and such a DC to DC converter. And this is a LTC3780. You have the car battery voltage as an input, that's 12 volts, and the output I adjusted to 28 volts. You can also do 20 volts or 30 volts, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's higher than 12 volts, it should handle it just fine. You can adjust the voltage with these potentiometers the way you want. 5 volt to 32 volts, and the output 1 volt to 30 volts. And it's a step up, step down converter, so it does both. No matter which the input voltage is, the output will be always steady to what you set it. So that's pretty good, and it can handle 80 watts continuous power, and it has 50 millivolts output ripple, which is apparently fine for the Starlink. And you have these 3 adjustments here. The first one is the under voltage protection. So yeah, when your voltage at the input is too low, it can switch off. You can set this one here. Second one is constant current. You can set your maximum current that you want to allow for the circuit. And the last one is the output voltage. At the back of the dish it states 12 to 48 volt, 5 amps, 60 watts. So it can draw up to 60 watts, but I tried it at 12 volts directly without this DC to DC converter, and it was running fine until I did a speed test, and then at the end it suddenly crashed, probably when it had to upload. So yeah, with this DC to DC converter it's pretty stable. Maybe at one point in time they will fix it with a firmware update, but yeah, we will see. In the meantime, you can order those plugs here. I might put a link in the description to those. You can also use the cable that comes with the Starlink and just cut it at one end. I mean, sure, then you cannot use this anymore, but you can also just use some clamps to reconnect that together here. Yeah, that's also an option. I mean, if you get one of those and you can wait for the shipping, then there are also these little couplers here, which you can use to extend. That's pretty handy. So I'll just put that on here. I'll put a link in the description for this one. And then you can use whatever cable you have and extend it with the included 15-meter cable. That's pretty cool, I would say. And then this one here goes into the Starlink. There we go. And then you can set it up again. You can either put it on the roof, because then you have a larger Wi-Fi coverage to your surrounding. If you don't want that, you can also use the long cord to extend it somewhere to the meadow, and maybe you set up your tent somewhere close. Yeah, just so that you get a quick idea of what you can do. And you could also let it sit there, run during the night, and it gets its power from this plug. I will show the pins that you need to use. Tomorrow I will upload a video regarding 6 different battery manufacturers, comparing those batteries. So please stay tuned. That's gonna be a very interesting one.